Welcome to the decision. Black plays an excellent move, creating a hidden X-ray threat of playing rook to d1. So your job is to look at this position and try to figure out what you would do. Pause the video and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So now, did you look and see how you're going to handle rook to d1 when that bishop moves? Did you have ideas, potentially a bishop to f3, bishop takes c4, bishop takes b7 is also playable? Here's what I did. Bishop takes c4. The reason I take the c pawn is because we're going to stop this e pawn, number one, and I'd prefer to just win it outright rather than to monkey around. Bishop takes b7 or pawn takes bishop, rook takes bishop is not really good for white. White's got a better bishop than black, so we don't want to trade our good bishop for his not so good bishop. That is another key concern. So anyway, he plays the only move that's threatening, rook to d1, which is a good move. Not good enough to win. Now his time, if you look at it, is 11 seconds. He's pretty much gone. I have a minute and a minute and change. So he's basically done unless I do something really stupid. But I'm just going to win this outright, regardless whether he's low on time or not. Low on time, he took the move of rook takes rook is the easiest way out. Now the pawn is toast. He plays another good active move and attacks my c2 pawn. I can defend it, but it doesn't matter. I'd rather not defend it. What's going to happen is that these weak pawns b7 and a6 belong to white. It's just a matter of time. I want to not goof around with this business. No bishop to d3 so he can attack my pawn. I want to just remove this e pawn. So I took the pawn. And now my king and bishop are going to work over this b and a pawn combo, because this a2 pawn prevents his bishop from doing anything over here that's meaningful. And every time he moves his pawns, my king is more or less closer to the action than his king by a couple of moves, and that's all that matters is one move. So now his bishop is really relegated to terrible status. A6 does nothing. It's just a panic move. The king side is irrelevant. This b pawn is toast. Okay. What do you want, a medal? He can't do anything, so I'm not even worried about him doing something. What's his bishop going to do? His bishop is never going to win this pawn. His bishop was just horribly placed to do anything to mess with my pawn. And like I said, once I take this b pawn, this c pawn just cruises to victory. The king and bishop are in a shepherd position. He has no chance. So hopefully this endgame helped. Replay it. Look at it again. This has been The Decision.